Okay, I'm using this paper today in this class. You don't necessarily need pastel paper. You can use what you have on hand. I'm actually going to make my own type of pastel paper by adding a little bit of gesso just to add a little bit more of a rough surface. But you know, I find that just using this paper on its own can do the job. Basically, the more grit your paper has, the more pastel pigment the paper will take. But because this is such a small illustration, I'm not applying that many layers of color. So this kind of paper with a little bit of gesso just to add a little bit more grit works beautifully. I like to use these blending stumps, also known as tartallons, and they come in various sizes from thin to thicker, and depending on the area you want to blend. For example, this one I use a lot because it's great for detailed and small areas, and I also use the biggest one there for the larger areas, and I'll be demonstrating that in the class. And the sandpaper actually came with my Cretacolor Fine Art Pastel tin, and it's very useful, and you can use it to clean your stumps and also sharpen your pastel pencils, and I'll be demonstrating that further on in this video. You can also use a sharpener. I love this sharpener, and if you have seen my other classes, I do talk about this a lot, and it actually came with my Carb Othello pastel pencil set, and I love it, and it works just as well with these Cretacolor pastels. And if you don't have any of those on hand, a knife sharpener will also do the job. A little bit harder, but it can also do the job. And I love this art eraser. And again, I always say that if you have to get an eraser, you need to get this eraser. It's absolutely amazing. It's a self-cleaning eraser. It doesn't leave any mess behind, and it's great. I also can't live without my Tombow eraser, and in this class I'm using the rounded tip. I really love the rounded tip Tombow eraser because it's really great for erasing those very small areas, and in today's class it is a very small illustration, and it's also great for erasing nice circles because it's a rounded tip. I mean, you could obviously use any eraser. This is just a luxury item that if you can get it, I really suggest you get it. I absolutely can't live without it. I just adore it. And any kind of tape to tape down your work in this class. I just want to mention that I will be linking all the supplies that I use in this class, so you can easily find them if you want to go ahead and get it for yourself. Now, if you don't have any of those items, like the blending stumps, for example, you can easily use Q-tips. That will do the job. Not as convenient, but again, it will do the job. And any kind of bowl, for your shavings. Okay, I just want to demonstrate how to clean your blending stump. In this class, I use the number 2 a lot. I use almost every size. I'll just demonstrate this one. It was a little bit dirtied by some pigment from some previous pastel color. So I take out my knife and I just basically cut away. There are actually 2 ways you can do this. You can just use the knife, and there you go. You just cut away at it until you remove all the pigment from your blending stumps, and that can easily do the job. But you could take it a step further and make it extra smooth and extra clean by taking your sandpaper, or if you don't have sandpaper, a filing file. Anyways, you just file it away, and as you can see, it really does make a little bit of that difference. It smooths it out even further, makes it a little bit sharper, and you just clean it off, and voila. And just to mention, you can clean off your sandpaper by just running it through some water after and letting it dry. And voila, you have a nice clean blending stump. And of course, I'll be using the most important tool are the fine art pastel pencils, and I'm using the brand Cretacolor for this class. I got the 36 tin box, and it's a great selection of colors, just perfect. I mean, of course I would love to get the 72 colored box, but this will do for now. I'm a little bit of an art supply addict, so of course I would have loved the 72 box. Anyways, let's move on. So I have really studied these colors a lot, and I've tested them all out. I did do a review of these on my YouTube channel, so if you want a full review on this 36 tin box, go ahead on my YouTube channel and you can check out that review. I just want to note about these colors that I love the fact that they have the name and the code, and they have the colored top part, so it's very easy to find the colors, and I just love that. Okay, these colors are for the face, so I used sienna, tan light, tan dark, Indian red, bluish purple, glacier blue. Okay, yes, and that was for face and cheeks. And then for the lips, I used sienna again, carmine extra, and vermilion dark. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I just want to note that you can always look back onto this video if you want to refer to all the colors again, if I'm going quite fast. But yes, these were for the lips. And then moving on to the eyes and the hairband, I used Persian blue, Delft blue, blue gray, glacier blue, turquoise blue, and yes, a lot of blues. They work beautifully together, as you will see in the course. And for the hair, I decided to go for a light colored hair on the blondish side, so I used ochre light, ochre dark, Van Dyke brown, and Bister. And yes, I find that this tin has a really great selection of browns as well. I also will be using them for the eyebrows and the eyelashes. Then for the roses, I used tan dark, madder carmine, carmine extra fine, and vermilion dark. I'm not sure for, I don't know. I need to Google that. Vermilion, I should Google that. And then for the hydrangeas, okay, I don't know. I grew up in Canada. I could speak English. I just can't pronounce certain words. Anyways, so I used bluish purple, glacier blue, pea green, and olive green dark. Okay, and then onto the leaves, I used blue gray, olive green dark, moss green dark, and pea green. So how to sharpen pastel pencils. You need a special pencil sharpener that fits it because pastel pencils are quite large, and I'm using the one by Stabilo, which works great even for these Cretacolor pastel pencils. And I find that the point comes out quite pointy and great, so I do recommend this sharpener. I haven't tried other sharpeners. All I know is that this sharpener, I love it, and that is all I use. Okay, if you don't have that sharpener, you can use the sandpaper that comes along with the Cretacolor tin box. It actually came with this sandpaper, and basically how you use it is, I recommend using a paper towel underneath. You take your pastel pencil and you basically just rub it against the sandpaper, and you keep on turning the pencil around and around so all corners are equal until you get the sharpness that you like. And as you can see, this sandpaper is heavy duty, and I would say it works pretty well. I get a pretty good sharp point to my pastel pencil. So you just keep on going until you're satisfied. You know, just clean it off onto that towel, And there you have it. Okay, I gotta Google this. So the first one was vermilion. It must be this one. Let's just check. Vermilion. Oh no, pronunciation. I forgot that. I love Google. Pronunciation US. Well, I'm Canadian, technically it's the same. Pronunciation. Wait, there's another. Pronunciation. Here we go. British pronunciation. Vermilion. Vermilion. Okay, that's for my British friends. American pronunciation. Vermilion. 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 In this class today, I'll be using vermilion. Okay, and the other one was, let's see, it was a oh my god, how do you spell it? Oh, here we go. There we go. Let's go for the British. Hydragen. Hydragen. And American. Oh, that's quite different. Hydrangea. Hydrangea. There you go. This is supposed to be an art class. It has become an English pronunciation class. You just never know. Okay, you learn something new every day. Okay, so let's continue. Okay.